Oh my god. I'm at to sit and med for like 30 minutes to an hour between each pool. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Hey gang, it's Steph, and we have to talk about this debacle, this debate, this situation going on in the Pantheon community, and how you have to sit down and meditate a little bit. Yeah. So yes, this is the thing. I'm making a video on having to meditate in Pantheon. And I get it. I'm not going to be harsh. I'm not going to be too petty on the whole subject. Whew, this is a tough one for me. I don't know where to begin, so I'm going to start with this. There are a lot of people that haven't played an old school MMO that are seeing this kind of controversy going on, and they have their concerns, which I totally get. I play a lot of current day MMOs. I play a lot of old school MMOs. So I understand the debate. I also get the old school perspective from like clerics and shamans having to buff the group before the fight even starts. So I get it. I understand it. So before we dive straight into this debate here about having to sit and meditate, Pantheon is not an EverQuest 1 clone like people are saying and people are talking about and people are hoping about. And trust me, I'm an EverQuest 1 fan. Check out my channel. But I need to say that right off the bat because it's pre-alpha. It's pre-alpha. We already seen character model updates. Brad McQuaid tweeted a screenshot that looks way different from what we're seeing now. So just bear that in mind and stay tuned for future videos for that. People are under the impression that you're going to be sitting and medding for 5 to 10 minutes or some shit like that. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm getting worked up a little bit, but it's okay. Again, EverQuest 1 is not Pantheon. Pantheon is not EverQuest 1, okay? Pantheon is in pre-alpha. Anyway, the devs have made it very clear they're not going to neglect meditation. So, Punk Shu from Battle X Theater, he played Final Fantasy XI. I played EverQuest, okay? We both have told stories about healers that would tell you to pull when they're 30% on mana. Okay, so it comes down to group composition in my opinion. Knowing your class, knowing when to use your mitigation cooldowns, knowing when to use what debuffs and what buffs. So it depends. You work together, and that downtime that you're complaining about, that's going to be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or whatever, tops. You know, it's not like every pull you're going to have to sit and get to 100% mana. Okay, and let's not rule out the fact that there's going to be raids and whatnot, and you're going to get this gear that may have some mana regeneration on it, may not, who knows. But still, what I'm saying is you're tripping. You're tripping if you think, oh, 2 minutes, oh my god, I can't do this. Pantheon came out with this dev stream program, okay, where streamers get to play Pantheon in pre-alpha. You need to check it out, let me tell you, because you get information straight from the devs themselves, okay? Each class is going to have abilities that synergizes with other classes, which makes for faster DPS, which makes for faster debuffs, or makes for debuffs, which makes for faster kills, which makes for lesser heals. So before you start QQing and crying and all this stuff about having to sit for maybe 2 or 3 minutes in med, yeah, you might want to wait till you actually play the game. So this debate sparks up on Reddit, sparks up on the forums, and then we get a live stream, and then you know what?
Building our areas where players can set up a camp and really inhabit an area. And so the downtime, the resource regeneration is meant, number one, to it's part of the class synergy. So yes, there are certain classes that can help with that. And I might actually hop on an enchanter here in a little bit to just show you the difference that having an enchanter would make in that area, and they would obviously be able to handle the CC roll quite a bit, but we'd lose out on a lot of DPS the rogue would bring. But it would be good to get that perspective.
You guys know why we're sitting.
It's also,
called,
you know, worth reiterating that
you don't really have
balanced,
drinks like in
the
WoW.
rate of resource generation right now is not meant to be,
mana back.
you know,
it's called like meditating.
canon.
Meditation. It's a skill.
It's not absolutely indicative of what it will be long term. But it is meant to be slower on the whole, and that is meant to add in, you know, an amount of meaningful downtime where players are able to socialize, they're able to regroup, take notice of their surroundings.
Yeah, meditation.
And that's part of what we want to achieve for sure.
Meaningful downtime. There you have it from Joppa himself. I mean, dudes, calm down. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Susan, get off your phone. You don't have to med for 10 minutes, okay? Talk, communicate, strategize, talk about your life, talk about your kids, talk about your spells, talk about what you're gonna do next. Get in the game.
I don't even know how much we've said about this yet, but it could very well be that you're running through an area and you're able to pick up, you know, a berry off the ground and eat it, and it gives you a small little bit of mana back. I mean, a small little bit. It's not the kind of thing where you're going to sit and drink something and it's going to regenerate your mana all the way to full, but you might have a few things with you that will give you a little bit of mana back here and there that are expendable, and but they will always be balanced in a way to never
death penalty. Yes, you have to walk back to your body
the need for
without ghost
downtime. They're meant really for more situational moments, emergency situations, or things like that.
Check out my wizard in EverQuest 1. Okay, I have now mind you, this is not vanilla EverQuest. I'm sure there may have been some changes that I'm not aware of, but it takes me 3 minutes and 16 seconds to get from 2% mana to 100% mana. And let me tell you something, it's not that big of a deal, because as I level up, my mana pool goes up. As I get more gear, my mana regen will get better. Okay, so I mean, to make this shouldn't be a video is what I'm saying. I mean, really, like, we're gonna debate on having to sit around and communicate and talk to our fellow group members and talk about the game and just have fun? I mean, are you that I don't even know what to say right now. Are you that bad that you have to have instant entertainment and you can't just enjoy your environment and you can't enjoy the people around you? You can't make new friends? Is that what it is? You gotta have an instant queue where you don't even talk to your tank or your healer. You don't talk about debating the classes because you just want to look it up online. You don't even like communicate and find out from an actual player. If that's what you want, that's fine, but I mean, come on, dude. Okay, let me be clear, and I'm trying not to make this one of my rant videos, but the devs have stated, they have said that you will have more abilities in your spellbook that you can fit into your action bar, if you will. This is not a cookie cutter based game. You're not going to have a Dire Lord that's running the same set of spells as another Dire Lord, you know what I mean? So, and same thing for wizards and clerics and all the classes, okay? And it's all about synergizing, working together. You got to put all this stuff in your mind and realize that you're not going to be medding for 10 minutes. Yeah, maybe you might get a bad group. Maybe you might get a tank that runs off and just thinks it's another MMO where he can pull 5 or 6 mobs and he's dying in like half a second. You might run into that, but that's where you can communicate and be like, hey, bro, chill, wait, call your pools. Let us know when a mob's incoming. You know, we have macros. Let me teach you. Let me show you the ropes. So one of the main things in this video that I want to point out is that I see a lot of these streamers that are playing Pantheon for the first time that have never played an old school MMO, and they are loving it. I mean, you can't be posting all this negative stuff about having to sit in med for 2 to 3 minutes, because it's not going to be 10, 15, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you're thinking is going to be. It's not going to be that bad. It's going to be about synergizing, which we talked about. It's going to be about working together. It's going to be, you know, Joppa just, I showed the video, I showed the clip. You're gonna be getting little tidbits here and there. You might find a wild berry in the woods or whatever, you know, and you can save that berry for when you really need mana. And that's gonna mean so much more than just sipping back and having a drink and just getting instant mana. You know what I mean? It's utilizing your skills, your timing, your abilities, and all that. You know, we don't get that anymore. And if you never experience that, let me tell you something. That boss you kill will mean so much more. Working together, strategizing, it will mean so much more, okay? Now, we have to bear in mind, a lot of people believe that this game is going to be an EverQuest 1 clone. EQ next, if you will, okay? EverQuest revamped. EverQuest with an updated game engine, which would have been nice, but never happened. You can say all that, but here's what we know right now. Pantheon, again, is in pre-alpha, okay? And like I said at the beginning of the video, I understand all the veterans of these old school MMOs. I understand their complaint about having to sit in med. I played a shaman. I know the mana you have to sit and regen and cast canny, you know, 4 or 5 times, you know. I understand a cleric when you cast that AC and hit point buff and, you know, all that. I get it. I understand it. But we don't know if those buffs are going to cost 4,000 mana a pop. We don't know that yet. And even if it does, okay, if it's through the old school model, and if you're casting these buffs that are amazing buffs, you know they're going to last a while. So, and you know it's going to be a while before the first pull. Okay, you got to get organized. So it's really up to you, and when you're prepared, when you cast that spell and all of that, you know what I mean? So I'm done complaining. I'm done talking about this. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to know what you thought I got wrong, but I do not think it's going to be as bad as we think. And you got to also keep in mind that the footage we're seeing a lot of times on these live streams, they're mid-20s, mid-30s, you know. We're not even seeing the end game. We're not seeing with the max mana pool, or we don't know what kind of gear you get at max level. And for those that are worried about them showing Blood Moon Keep and Avenger's Pass and all that stuff over and over, I have a video coming out about that, okay? So I'm just going to say it one more time. Stop tripping. It's going to be okay. You can sit down, meditate for 2 minutes, not get on your phone, talk to your fellow peeps, because this is not going to be what you think it is. It's going to be people that are friendly, people that are kind. It shouldn't be a toxic community, and I hope it doesn't become that. But even if it does, you're going to know how to weed out those people, okay? Every class that you play is going to be needed. I'll go ahead and just say that, okay? You're going to have tons of people who want to tank, heal, CC. A lot of people miss crowd control. A lot of people really miss that. You have some of your AAA MMOs that implement that in their expansions just because it was needed back in the day. And people miss that. They miss having to be like, oh, which mob do I pull? Oh, you pulled 3. Okay, I got these 2. Boom, boom. Miss, pull that bitch on the other side. You know what I mean? There's nothing like that. And I'm sorry that I feel that way. That's my opinion. Rather than just running in, kill, 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 kill. Running in, kill, 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 kill. Running in. Oh, I need to drink some water. Full mana, let's go, bro. All right, kill, 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 kill. Dungeon done. Oh, what'd I get? Oh, the same thing I always get. Same thing I get every day. What the f? Okay. Sorry. I'm done. We cannot put this negative vibe out there about having to sit and meditate, because let me tell you something. There's a lot of people out there that haven't played old school MMOs and that are very interested in Pantheon, and they're used to having to sit and drink to get mana. They're used to having to pop potions to get mana, and that's not how this game's gonna be. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Didn't intend for this to be a one subject video, but apparently it's an issue. And if you don't like meditation, if that's a big turnoff, please let me know in the comments below. Before I head out, I want to say thank you to Pantheon Radio, pantheonradio.com. I mean, it's amazing. You go to the website and it's a throwback web design, just like the throwback MMO thing. I thought that was a clever take. But it's a legit streaming service, and I really enjoy it. I listen to it at work. I listen to it while I'm going through videos and getting ideas for our videos. So just be sure to check them out, pantheonradio.com. You can just play it in the background. You're getting fed Pantheon, all day long, as well as some really cool music tracks they got going on. So be sure to check it out. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next week.